Okay. I didn't plan on going live, but here we are. And the message needed to come quick. It's gonna be quick. Like, you see the sunlight, how it's like right there. And then like when I put on my camera to make sure I didn't have none on my face before I started this, I was like, oh, look at my shirt. It's like, it says melanin, and it's like this like rainbow, all the colors. And all day at work, I was wearing this like sweatshirt, like a hoodie, and I just took it off, like, because it's hot outside. And like, so I haven't seen like this imagery all day. I had to go to the grocery store. And so like I'm walking around like the parking lot, and I just feel like this like woozy type of energy where it's like, and I keep hearing my guide saying to be careful, like be careful where you're walking, be careful, make sure you're like looking around, because like honestly I'm like kind of out of it. I'm like, why, what's going on? Well, one of the reasons why is I didn't get a lot of sleep, and then the day the meeting ran at a meeting, it was things, so like I'm tired. But they were saying that, yeah, Dragonfly, they were saying like watch where you're going, like you can't, I'm not gonna lie, I live my life very like spiritually, for lack of a better term. And so like I have like really good like luck with things, like it's all very like it's not even luck, it's like my energy like controls like my reality. And so like I don't worry too much like when I'm driving. But like now I think because I was like kind of like in this like shifting feeling, they were like, you can't just do that now, you can't just drift around and like know you're gonna be fine, like you need to pay attention. And so I was paying attention, and like the message was coming in like that I got earlier actually was like reality is shifting. I get vertigo sometimes, and yesterday I got it really bad. Was that yesterday or the day before yesterday? I don't even know. What's today? Someday this week I got vertigo really bad, and it was like very like intense on the left side of my body. Like it happened in 2022. And they were like telling me like, when was the last time this happened? And I was like, it was then. And they were like, what was happening around that time? Like what happened afterwards? And it was huge shifts happening in my life. And I've noticed other people around me having these huge shifts, especially around their family area, and especially to do with their mothers. And it's been going down in people's lives around me, and I am not experiencing that right now, knock on wood. But I also feel like it's not gonna come, because last year I cleared out so much shit like with my mother and like my family and stuff. And so the stuff that could hit the fan can't hit the fan, because it already hit the fan. There's nothing left. And it's put me in this very like weird position where I feel like, and this has happened like before recently, like I've been like excluded from like the shifts that are happening around me, other people's lives. Like there was like a certain week a few weeks ago where like a lot of people around me like the same day were saying like about getting engaged and divorce, like was talked about on the same day. And I'm like, I'm not in a boat to go either way. And so like I was like not in that experience, and like now it's happening again. And I feel like all of this is connected. It's connected to this rainbow, it's connected to this bug I just saw, and the dragonfly I saw earlier today. Is like reality, my reality is like shifting. And that's why I'm like getting these little dizzy spells or this vertigo feelings of like, because it's like reality is like so weird. It was so weird just now. Oh my god, I just read this comment. This is so fucking funny. It says, which color panty you wear today? I feel like that's just, it's such a funny thing. What color panties am I wearing today? What color are they? I believe they're black. I do believe they're black. I remember making that decision consciously today after my shower. I was like, pink or black? And I was like, black. So maybe that's important. But anyways, they were saying reality is shifting, and that's why the little dizzy spells. And so like the reason I wanted to even come to the grocery store was because I needed to pick up some contact solution. I love this place, so I love to go here for all my shit. And so I went in there, did all the shoppings and stuff, and then I came out and I got to my car, and my car was parked weird. It was like way up over the line into like the other parking space in front of me, which you'll think I was like drunk or some shit. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like why am I parked like this? And so that was weird. And like before I like got in my car, I was like, oh shit, like I didn't get the contact solution. So I went in there and walked around and got this extra shit, and I didn't even get what I came to get. So I'm like, okay, I gotta go back in there, but like first let me fix my car. And that was like super awkward to like reverse in the parking spot and then like go back in. It literally felt like between like walking here, like from the first time like leaving out from the grocery store, it felt like a shift happened like while that was happening, and like I was in a different like reality than like the one where I went back into the store with. I don't know if this is like making sense at all. I have on my little Sparrow, what's it called, my little Sparrow cap. It's like lined with silver, and it helps to like block radiation. And so I keep this shit with me now. I'm gonna put the link, I think I put a link in my description before, but I'll put the link in my description again, because like these things have changed my life. Like the Sparrow products that I have, because like this area is so much shit over here, so many buildings and things. Yeah, I know, you just reminded me. And so like it just irritates me, and I always put these on whenever I'm like feeling the intensity. But Spirit was just reminding me, so because with the little car horns you heard, right when I was like starting this live, I heard this train, and the train is pretty far from where I actually am. I think it was just echoing very loudly. I don't know the words or the meanings behind it, but it was like choo, 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 like you could hear like the train coming. And so I've been rewatching Harry Potter, as I mentioned recently. Oh, I haven't released the videos. I'm gonna release the videos that I didn't release. I just heard the little click after I'm done with this live. I've been very nervous to release them, but I'm gonna release them after I finish this live. In there, I talk about how I've been rewatching Harry Potter, and the Hogwarts train was like, it's always a spectacle to me, because I'm like, how does that work? Like, if there's a random like muggle, you know, non-magic person that sees the train, like, will they see the train, or will they like not see anything? Like, is the train in another dimension? Like, is that like why the platform 9 3/4, like, is it in another dimension, or is it just like, I don't know, there, but only people who are like aware can see? Like, I always wonder how that works. But the train blowing just then reminded me of that, like stepping through that portal that others can't see, like being in that space that is not seen by others. And that's what I'm kind of like feeling like now. Like I said, I'm not like in with everybody else that are like experiencing these things, because I already like went through a lot of the things that other people are like experiencing now. Like, I already faced the traumas and shit. It's very suckish time. I think last year this month was like the worst month of my life. I remember describing it like that. It was horrible. It was horrible. But anyways, see, I'm like blanking out, and people keep looking at me, and I'm like, stop looking at me. They're like, why are you talking with the windows down? Because I want to talk with the windows down. But yeah, that's the message I wanted to share. Like, if you're experiencing similar things and you're like wondering like what's going on, your reality is shifting. You're literally like going through a portal into like a higher timeline, or a timeline that you've been like manifesting, or you're being put where you were meant to be. Because if we're going back to like the initial message that I got on January 1st of this year, was that this year will be the year that everybody gets what they deserve. And so it's like you're being plopped where you're like supposed to be. Like, if all the interference hadn't happened, you'd be here, you'd plop right here. And so like that's what's happening. Go easy on yourself, always be sweet to yourself. I don't know if you hear the blaring car horn. There's definitely a lot of, I feel like, change happening right now. Is there anything else you'd like me to say before I head out? Okay. They keep putting this emphasis on like how I look. That came out in the live I did the other day. I don't know why it's so important, but it's important. This person here just backed out of the parking spot and they're going the wrong way. Like, you're not supposed to go that way. And then it stopped, just as like the person who did the wrong way like went that way. I think I'm gonna leave it. I have arthritis in my hand. Yeah, I've been having like, it's the same symptoms from 2022, like right before when big shit was happening in my life. It was like the vertigo, the feeling of like my left side being like detached, arthritis in my hands, in my knees, in my feet, the blurry vision, things like that. And don't worry, I went to the hospital and they were like, we don't know. But it's okay. Yeah, the last thing I was gonna say is like, it's really important to like go your own way and like really like be you. Go your own way. Okay. I think my energy signature is going to be enough. Like, that's for this ending. But the message that I've been getting a lot is like, just trust and just know that whatever is happening, like, just go with it. It'll lead you out. Like Nemo in the whale's mouth. Like, it'll look like sometimes like it's going to lead you to detriment, or it's going to look like it's a risky thing or whatever. But if like something is just like naturally happening, like follow it, like just let it happen and like trust. This beautiful woman in front of me, she's fucking gorgeous. She's wearing this shirt and it says 87. I love when that happens. It's so random. Like, I'll be like doing like a channel message and I'll randomly see like a person with a number on their shirt. 87, which is 15. I just heard a lot at work about the 15th of September, but you know, who knows. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go home and eat and read a spicy book. And I'm gonna release videos. I'm gonna do it now. Go watch those, and thank you so much for all your love and kindness. Bye. Somebody said, but perverts, are they perverts or are they just American? They could just be American.